Hello everyone, just talk to you about sparrowhawks now. Get sparrowhawks coming in your garden, hitting all your birds. Some of you get really frustrated, horrible and all this business. But there is a way that you can get sparrowhawks coming in for you to take photographs or even just look at without harming many birds. Now all you need is a drawing pin, a feather, and a bit of cotton. First of all, you put your drawing pin in. Don't push it all the way in. So you push your drawing pin in. Get your cotton. Wrap it around the drawing pin. Now you don't want it too far down. Normally you want it about here. So you wrap your cotton around the drawing pin and then you just push the drawing pin in. Now as you can see, this is floating around in a little bit of wind we got. Now believe it or not, a sparrowhawk will pick that up half a mile away, no problem at all. You see this? It's the movement they pick up on. If it's dead still, it'll fly by. Movement will attract his eye immediately from half a mile away, and he'll zoom in on that. Now this is flapping away. That will attract a sparrowhawk if you've got them coming in regular. If you haven't got them coming in regular, this won't work. You may be lucky, but normally you have to come in regular. So this is flapping away. And then you get, this is a little siskin. If you get window strikes from your bird feeders, you know, if a sparrows come in, frighten them, you get them. I always pick them up if they're dead, obviously, and put them in the freezer. And then what you do with this one is you snap their wings, okay, so they're all free flowing in the wind. So that goes up on here and the wind will blow his wings up and down. Now the sparrowhawk will come in, first be attracted by this because that's the biggest feather doing all the movement. You come in from a long way away, you zoom in on this one, and as soon as he gets closer his eyes will go from this to that and he will land on the bird. And once he's done that a few times and he's used to coming in to this post with a bird on there, and then look at that flowing, he can't mistake that, he will come into that. And once he's been doing this, coming into your posts, this will then become a regular place he will come, because he knows he's had a few birds off of there, so that's where he's going to come. So once he's done that, you take your bird away, you take your feather away, you don't need it anymore because he's used to coming into this post. And the thing I use now is, when I tell people, they say, what a load of rubbish. And I said, no, it's not rubbish. I go to the butcher's and I ask for stewing steak. But I say, can you cut them up twice the size of what you normally do stewing steak? Because a sparrowhawk needs one sparrow to live 3 days. After 3 days, if you haven't caught a sparrow, he's on the way down. A female sparrowhawk, he needs about 1.5 to 2 a week because she's a bigger bird. But they need moisture, they need blood. I know it sounds horrible, but they need vitamins. Stewing steak has got all of that. And then if you drive around, always put a plastic bag in your boot, and if you see a pigeon being knocked over on the road or pheasants or anything like that, just get out and pluck the feathers off of his breast, put them in the plastic bag, bring them home, and then get your stewing steak, dip them in the feathers and stick them on the post. And those feathers will wave in the wind, exactly the same as this siskin, and he will come straight in and land straight on that. You pull the feathers out like you would on a normal bird, and he will eat the meat. And it is as simple as that. And if you buy stewing steak and the sparrowhawk for some reason decides he's not coming in anymore, at least you've got a nice steak and ale pie you can make. You won't waste it, you just eat it. Put the stewing steak in the fridge, in the freezer, and just take out 2 or 3 chunks if he's coming in regular overnight, so it's thawed out by the morning, and that's the ones you use. All the rest are still in the freezer, still edible, so you won't waste any money whatsoever. And I did this in my other house 5-6 years, and he come in, he never took a bird, absolutely never took a bird, because I was feeding it. Now I only did that in the breeding season, because the male is the only one that catches food. The female, her role is to sit on eggs, rear young, and the male will catch the prey, bring it to the female, he'll call her, and she'll drop down off the nest to a little place where they change food over, and then she'll go back up to the nest, feed herself and feed the young, and he'll fly off and catch again and come back, call her down, she'll come down, pick, and that's how it works. He does all the work. The female does all the breeding. The male doesn't bruise young, doesn't sit on eggs, doesn't do anything. He's the provider. And you get some people that do sparrowhawk hides for photographers. Now they strap food in their own special way on the back of a post, so the bird will come down and the photographers can get pictures of him pulling at the food, but you can't actually take it, and they're just snapping away, which is fine. It's his business or their business, and I'm not going to knock it at all. He's providing the service for photographers to take films. I don't strap mine down because birds come first with me, photography comes second. Now if I keep strapping all these food down, he can't take him back to the female to feed the chicks, and that's not me. I'm providing him to feed his family, not to take photographs of him. But on saying that, I've got hundreds of photographs, because he will come down, he'll either sit on there after he's fed all the other ones, and he'll feed himself. There's your photographs. Or he'll be absolutely shattered and he'll come down, sit on this post, and he'll just stay there for about 2 hours getting his strength back because he's shattered. And there's your photographs again. So you will get photographs, but you're not denying him food to take back to the family. But that's me, not other people that do it for a business. You know, that's how they make their money. But that's how I do it. It's very simple, doesn't harm anything, and when I did all over there, the youngsters come back as well. Now I don't feed all the time, I feed them enough to survive per day, because they've got to learn to catch their own food. If I take over completely, that's wrong. They need to learn how to catch their own food. So I just feed them enough to survive per day. And once they're adults and gone their own separate ways, that's different. Catch their own. But during the breeding season, this is how I do it. I've never been disappointed. It's always worked. Alright, so I'll put some photographs up showing you the difference between a siskin on a post and stewing steak on a post with feathers on. And you watch the difference in the movement of the feathers. If you were a sparrowhawk, you'd go for both, because it's the movement that attracts you. I hope that explains something about it anyway. And I'll show you put some photographs up of sparrowhawks with birds and with stewing steak with feathers. And unless you know it's stewing steak, you'll just assume it's a bird. You have a look, you'll be surprised, and they absolutely love it. Okay, so I'm going to leave you now, very short one this time, and hope you enjoy what I put up, the pictures, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, ta-da for now, bye bye.